man, I have not done a Q&A in 4 or 5 years. I have not like just let you all ask a question and just answered and for what's up? What is up, homies? Welcome. This is gonna be a little more low key. I'm so excited about this. Really I am. I'm so grateful for you all watching the videos and hanging out with me. So this will be really fun. I think there's a nice mix of good questions asked, but I have not seen these questions. I tweeted it out, and then I had the homie C-Dog put it all in a list for me. So I don't know what the questions are. I have not read the replies. So let's jump right into it. First question from Cass Mutt. What's up, Cass? What inspires you most as a content creator to keep doing what you do? Wow. Why are we starting so heavy? Okay, well, it started as like a selfish thing, right? It was like a very yes, like I want to take over the world. I want get the million view videos. I want to do the craziest amount. I want to get the craziest amount of subscribers. I want to get, it starts with these little goals when you first start. It's like, I want to get 10 followers, 50, 100, 150, 500, 1,000, 10,000. And then once you hit those goals, which are amazing, I still have goals. I still want to hit 2 million. I still want to hit 3, 5, 10. That's what was keeping me going. But during all that time, I found a wife and I found a family and I created a dope family, man. I have 2 kids now who are 4 and 2. And so now content creation, besides being the selfish, driven thing, for me, I wake up every day and now I know that this is turned into not only just a fun hobby that I love to do. I've created content since I was born pretty much, but it has turned into a job. And so now there's that driving force. So now not only am I just selfishly wanting to just hit the next goal and try other things and try new things, but now I'm also dealing with, hey, you got your family who needs you and you need to provide. And that's a whole other level. Let me tell you, that's a whole other level of not even stress, but just drive. It just adds to the drive. And also I would say the community. I mean, really, as cheesy as it sounds, it really is people's comments and reactions to things and seeing certain things. I really took a liking to recently showing off some of my old content that I would make. And people just being like, dude, you're a great actor. This is so fun to watch. Or, wow, the way this is shot is so exciting. So just getting back into the comments and everything, because you kind of get numb by it over time. You're just yeah, there's a bunch of comments there, but whatever, that's cool. But recently I've re-woke up to just loving reading the comments. And I have such a dope comment section that really is not toxic at all. So it's just great to just be able to catch up with you guys and see what people are saying. Big Zesty, as a dad, I have to ask, my man, do you think anything compares to the joy of seeing your child happy? No, man. Honestly, I'm just thinking about the first time you see your kid, and it is one of the most beautiful, precious. Oh, I literally could tear up thinking about it, especially if you have a little girl. Woo! It was my second, man, and I think I was enjoying myself more in a sense of we've done this before. This is not so weird. There is a baby happening there. Whoa! There's nothing like being a parent in this world. I couldn't compare it to anything. Beautiful thing. So any of you who are having kids out there one day or want to or can, because I know some people it's tough. Whew, get ready. It's the best. There's nothing better. But a lot of you are still young, so practice safe sex and protect yourself and enjoy life and be selfish and be humble and have fun. All right, we got Living Wasteland writes, what was the thought process that you had when starting your YouTube channel in terms of game choice, SEO, and building a community? How has that changed as time has gone on and you've branched out to more variety content? I love your content, dude. When I started my YouTube channel, you got to remember this if you've never heard this story. I was a Twitch streamer. I have done Twitch way longer than I've done YouTube. And I met a guy named Woofles. Woofles was a part of the Pack, big Minecraft group. We actually met role-playing in a battle royale game called Arma 3. I was role-playing. This sounds weird, but I was role-playing on an Arma battle royale server. It was like the the first battle royale to ever come out. So I met Rob, and he had asked, you know, he's like, oh, I know you want to play Rocket League. Like, we had both gotten into it. We had been talking. He didn't talk to me for like a year after he met me. Like, nothing, he wasn't like being rude or anything, but there was, you know, nothing. I didn't play Minecraft. He played a lot of Minecraft, and I was just not in that world. And then when Rocket League came out, he noticed I was playing, and he was just like, John, like, let's record something fun. Let's do like let's just play doubles. Let's just play doubles in Rocket League. And I remember he posted a video and he's like, did you record that? And I was like, no, like, why would anyone want to watch my view? Like, this is your thing, man. Like, you post it, like, I'll be a part of it, and I'll maybe I'll do my own content, and like, hopefully things will happen. He's like, no, post the same video as me. So I did that. Cut to 5 years later. I was daily posting Rocket League still. Mike and Rob were a part of the group. We did F2 together, and then they got bored of the game, and like, I just kept posting daily. I didn't stop. His second channel was big. It was like 50,000 subscribers. It was big, but it wasn't like, oh my God, life-changing views. But I think it was just the consistency and like really being a part of the Rocket League community. So as time has changed, as you know, like you guys can see it, the views are like atrocious compared to what I was pulling 2-3 years ago, even a year ago. And that is okay. Like, I've talked about it so much. It is because I'm taking a huge risk and change. I think it's something that in the long run of my channel will be the healthiest, best decision I've ever made. But for now, when you switch content, algorithm on YouTube hates you. Because I'm not doing daily Rocket League, that's all I do. That's all I force feed everyone in the community. It gets the likes it gets because people just want to watch that. Because I'm switching it up, doing reaction stuff, doing whatever game I feel like doing, Q&A videos, doing anything that I feel like doing, any game, I am not in an algorithm right now. So hence it hurts my views. But luckily I have built myself up enough where I can feel comfortable taking this risk. Literally, like, look at me. I know it will be the best decision of my entire, okay, take that back. Not the best decision of my entire career, but a big decision that was super scary, that I took kind of a leap of faith, but I'm so confident in my ability and like this community's ability to like just keep going and like just make good fun content, and who knows, find our next place, that I'm just super excited about it, man. I'm just pumped. Booty or titty? Says I'm a loser, LOL. Listen, dude, most comments, I try to get all of them in here in this long Q&A. Personally, started as a boob guy, then I grew up and realized how dope butts were. And now I'm just a hybrid, a full hybrid. Boobs and butts are just great. And honestly, I'm gonna circle E for all of the above. Lawler, my boy says, what's something content-wise you've always wanted to make but haven't been able to do? What's stopping you from doing it? I want to go full circle with it, man. I want to bring everything from my past, my acting, my high definition, high kind of like very cinematic, very scripted, very cool content. I want to bring that all full circle. And what's stopping me really is my fight with myself on how much I love doing daily content. So right now I'm in like a battle with myself. Q&A, great time to talk about it, is like, I personally love being here daily. There is no shot that I could do high scripted content that like looks beautiful and is shot amazingly, real life content, whatever, and get it done daily. It's impossible unless I had a full studio, SNL style kind of thing. Like it's impossible. Even SNL can't do it daily. They do it once a week. But my craziness and my need for checking in with you guys after I've done it for 5 years, like 6 years, whatever, you know, like as much as like you guys might be like, yo, John, like I love having a daily, you be on daily. It helps me too. And it keeps me like grinding and like excited. And I hope also like if I'm financially stable enough to literally not care about the income from YouTube at all, because I still rely on it a little bit. But if I'm just like, I don't care about this, I have sponsors up the wahoo, my Twitch is popping, like everything's good, you might see me just full passion project YouTube rather than be like, it's still a business. I still gotta, you know, I gotta be careful here. I think that would be it. The legend Seismic White says, what is an acting project you'd love to do given the chance? Oh man, so many things. So many things. I would absolutely love to do like a superhero movie. I mean, bro, that has been my dream since I was a kid. Some sort of comic relief in something, or even like go serious route. But like realistically for me, man, like just if I could build up my name, you know how like Free Guy, I think it's called Free Guys, had like Jacksepticeye like in it, like with Ryan Reynolds and stuff. And like, you know, Laser Beam did like a cameo. Having even more than a cameo, I would love to just like be in a movie that is in theaters that is like superhero video game-esque. I think would be such a dope play. It would be so sick, so sick. As a man who started watching you when I was 12 on blind trading, let's go, buddy. How do you feel about the positive impact you've made on so many lives? Like I remember you replying to my comment one day and I was absolutely ecstatic. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I do. I you know, there's very few moments, you know, probably a couple times a month where I just take a second, I breathe in and breathe out, and I'm like, damn. Like some people this really affects them more than I would ever think, you know, like a blind trading, right? Like that's just me and my friends messing around, yelling at items, and like, you know, it was just fun. It was just fun and like a great recording. And that's it. That's the end of it. It was like, that was a great recording. That was awesome. All right, I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna throw a thumbnail. I throw it up and there it is. It's done. So there's a couple days out of the month where I just get a comment that really hits me hard, where it's just like, hey man, going through some stuff. And this is on Twitch as well. I know that. I love that. And I not that anyone's having trouble in life or anything, but I love that my videos can be a distraction for you in the moment. I love it. But I want you to remember something. As much as I might affect you in a positive way, or whatever way, an energy way, or a different way of looking at life, or whatever it is that I bring to your table, you guys equally do it for me as well. Especially with like the pandemic and everything that went on, man, I would go crazy without you all. Straight up. I am who I am because of you. Like obviously I would have had a different path. I would have continued working at Chili's, maybe found an acting gig, or, you know, done the LA lifestyle a little bit longer. So it's a two-way street, and it's not a one-way street. So I am so grateful. I love you guys and I appreciate that always. All right, we got Alan SQ2 says, what's the hardest part of your daily content? How have you found your work-life balance and self-time with management aspect of content creating, especially now that you've had a wife and kids for a while? You know what's so crazy is like I talk to my friends who do this, who some of them have kids, some don't. And, you know, I just think it's all the person you're with. First of all, like my wife is a all-star. She understands, she gets it. And like, it would be really tough if she didn't. But you have to also remember, which maybe I've never told you, but I've been with my wife over 10 years now. My day is, I wake up at like 9 in the morning and I go work out. I work out from 10 to 11, 5 days a week. And then when I get back, I try and hang with the kids a little bit. Some days I take off the workout or move it to later in the day to like just hang out with them in the morning, but usually they're at school or whatnot. So I have from 10 in the morning till 4, that's 6 hours, 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. That I work on YouTube stuff, mainly just YouTube content, making the videos, editing, whatever thumbnail I want to do, however I want it to be, any organizing, Trello work, whatever it is. Then from 4 o'clock, 4:30 till 9, I am in the house. I am not doing any work. That is why I don't stream at like a normal time. I stream so late at night because I am in the house. I'm dad moding it up. And that is dinner time. I make dinner half the time. My wife makes dinner half the time. Hanging with the kids, playing games, doing whatever. Then they go to bed at around 8:30 so I can get back out by 9:30 to stream. And then I'll either stream or I'll just continue to work on YouTube, or I'll continue to work on all the many projects that I'm into. So that's my schedule. It is tight. It is tough. You have to be your own boss. You have to you have to want it, man. You have to I want it. I want it so bad. And even though I have it and I have a great channel, I still want more, and it's not like a crazy thing. It's just like a drive thing. So you have to have that kind of self drive and kind of, just be your own boss and tell yourself to get things done. Cupcake What's up, Cupcake? If you could add one thing to Rocket League and remove one thing from Rocket League, what would those things be? If I could add one thing, obviously I've talked about this a bunch. Customization mode, like a Halo Reach or like a Halo Forge kind of mode for Rocket League, or even just like a Fortnite. You put in a code, you could play anyone's map that they created. All the assets are given to you, all the things you can put in. So you want to play Rocket League underwater? They have water for you. You can make the map, bring it in. You don't need to know crazy coding knowledge. And you can make that map, create a code, and you and your 3v3, 6 of your buddies can go on a map you made. Can you just imagine, like, just for a second, imagine that with me? Do you know how hardcore I would come back to Rocket League daily just to play all your maps and all the maps that we create and just get a group of guys who are just, and gals, of course, who are like just down to like get weird and have fun on Rocket League? Like, dude, please, that has been my dream. If that happens with this new Unreal Engine, oh my God, we're coming back full steam. Bro, we're getting to 5 million just with these videos. The content would be insane. And if I could take away one thing from Rocket League, all right, I think Rocket League would be very exciting. Maybe it's just a mode like this, but I've thought about this before. Remove hitboxes, only having 6 hitboxes or 7, whatever it is. Remove that. Make every car its own kind of thing. As annoying for competitive players as that is, for a casual like me, and I think for a lot of you, new cars coming out would be so exciting. They have like 5 bars of like what they do, you know. This will make your jump a little faster, but like it'll bring down your like you know, your traction or something. Like nothing crazy, nothing too insane, but like just to know a car is completely different in a game like that, like would be so exciting. Oh, there is a reason why you would use a Merc in this situation as opposed to a Scarab. Like there's a reason. There's a reason. It does have a bigger hitbox. It does. You know what I mean? Like that would be so fun. So remove the only being 6 hitboxes and make a bunch of them, which would never happen. But can you imagine how cool that would be? So I think that would be fun. All right. Yes, I'm Junior. What was the moment when YouTube content creation became serious for you? Like what was the moment you realized you had something special going on and could make a career out of YouTube? So let me just real quickly like say, I remember clearly the moment on Twitch. And I think Twitch is like the fair one to say because I kind of went from Twitch after I was established on Twitch to YouTube, and YouTube kind of just got rolling because I was uploading daily. But I remember clearly, I was in my chat and I had been streaming for like 6 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months maybe. And I remember just being like, oh, guys, had like 20 people, 30 people in my chat. And I remember being like, oh man, I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta go to, I was working at TGI Fridays at the time. Like, I gotta go to TGI Fridays. Oh, bro, I gotta shift. No big deal though, guys. Hey, I gotta get off. It was like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I streamed so late at night back in the day too. So it's like 3 or 4 in the morning and I'm like, I gotta get off. I gotta go. And then someone in chat, I had like these like 4 people, and they'll remember this if they're watching this. There's 4, maybe 3 people in the chat who were just like, took care of me. Like really, they were my little sugar daddies, okay? And not like that. It wasn't weird or anything. But I remember one of them saying in the chat like, oh, how much do you make on your shift tomorrow? And I was like, oh, like $30, $40. Like, you know, day shift at TGI Fridays. It won't be great, but like, I gotta go to work. I need to make money. I'm, you know, living in an apartment now, and you know, I gotta pay rent. I remember clearly, I was just like, yeah, 30, 40 bucks. 10 seconds go by. You just got donated $30. Bro, come on, man. Another person. Here's 10 to go along with that. 10 to go along with that. 5. You know, yo, here's your tip here. Like, let's make this fun. And I remember being like, what? He's like, hey, call out of work. And I was a server. So I was like, I can do that very easily. Anyone want to pick up my shift? Yeah. All right, we're staying up another 2 hours. Let's go. And I'll stream tomorrow. Like, and it became this repetitive thing. Kept happening. And I was like, I need to try this. I need to test this out. Oh, I was at Chili's at the time. I was not at TGI Fridays, because I remember clearly we had this mandatory meeting at Chili's, a very mandatory meeting, and everyone had to be there. But I was taking the week off because I was trying streaming full time, and I didn't show up. My boss calls me and goes, "Hey man, you didn't show up for the mandatory meeting." I was like, I told the other boss I wouldn't be there for a whole week. Like, I didn't even know about it. My bad. He's like, no, it is your bad because you're fired. Wow. Well, I told the other boss. He said it was fine. You're a dickhead. Have a good one. I hung up the phone and I wasn't scared at all. Like, I was just like, it was working. It was like 3 days in and I was like, great. That's okay. Let's go, baby. We're doing this. He calls me back 30 minutes later. I'm so sorry, John. I just talked to Joey. Joey said you were good. You talked to him. That's completely my bad. We'll see you back here on Monday. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm good. And I hung up the phone. Maybe not that badass. I was probably like, you know what? It's okay. I'm actually just not going to come back to work. Thank you for firing me. Have a good day. Yeah, that was the moment. It was there. I took the risk. Once again, risk. I would never recommend anyone just quit their job to do content creation unless you know you're making a sustainable amount where if if all those donators stopped for a little while, you could be okay. Because the moment you make content creation just about a job is the moment I feel like people will stop watching you. Truthfully, to this day, I hold that very true to my heart. As soon as you're desperate for money from creating content, people see that and they feel it. And it's kind of a weird thing. And I'm sure you've watched some streamers, or maybe not YouTubers as much, because theirs is like edited and stuff, but streamers especially. I'm sure you've seen the desperation kind of come out, and it's just not fun to watch, and it's kind of sad. I don't want you ever to put yourself in that position. So that's when I realized something was special and I could make it happen. Dom, do you have any tips for becoming a YouTuber? If I only get 3 views, why should I keep going? Dom, this is like a question I get all the time. And here's what I'll say, man. Is it fun for you? Like, are you having fun? Like, do you enjoy creating a video, coming up with an idea, making a thumbnail, executing the idea? How did it go? Were there funny things that happened in the video? Like, is that fun for you? That's all that should matter. Straight up. Corny as it sounds. That's it. That's literally all that should matter is the process and creating something and then seeing your final product and then posting it somewhere where people might see it one day. And if you keep doing that along with play the business of it and try and figure out what's going on, what worked better. Why did you get 6 views on this video? On this one? Oh, you need to clickbait the thumbnails a little more. You need to get in some sort of algorithm of some type. You know, I do that still with my videos all the time. Why did this video do so bad? This one did so good. Let's compare and contrast. Well, it seems like people stopped watching it about 3 minutes in. All these analytics are on YouTube. At 3 minutes in, people stopped watching, you know? What am I doing wrong? So I would say, if you're having fun, you're making content, and you're doing what you love, like, just keep going. Just keep going. And keep trying new things. All right, we got Kayuri999 says, what would you do if you didn't make YouTube videos? I don't know, man, because I was serving tables. I was doing the LA lifestyle. I was in like B movies, serving tables, was in a band. Band broke up, maybe gonna get back into music. I still think I'll come full circle and go back into music. I really do. Expect an album this year. Ask myself that all the time in my head is like, what would I be doing? I think I'd be doing this on some level, whether it was teaching and just trying to be like, you know, helping people in some way, a life coach. I don't know. I really don't. I've always loved technology though. So I feel like I could not imagine anything else for myself. If you could be a big content creator in any other game, what would you pick? Spaceman SR says. That is kind of an easy one for me right now. I am very into Charlie, aka Moist Critical's content. I love what he does. I think he is so straight up and so witty and funny and cool. Homie can do a video on a slapping competition and then do a video on Elden Ring and it still gets over 1 million views. And like most of the time it's just like, hey, what's up? Like it's just him being him, which I love. Like when people fall in love with you for you and then will watch anything you do is like my dream, right? That's where you can see my content going. Kind of like, hey, I want to film it. I think it'll be good. I'll try and make it entertaining. Let's have fun. Is my dream to just, what's up guys? Hey, there's some drama today on the news. Let's talk about it and kind of make a witty approach about it and not be too, like he does news stuff, video games, whatever he wants, funny YouTube videos. Like, dude, the dream. We got Blake Redding says, what got you into creating content and streaming? Who did you look up to when starting a YouTube Twitch journey? I'll make this story that can be very long, very short. Originally, I started creating content because I wanted to catch hackers in Arma 3 Life servers, which was a role-playing server in Arma 3 Life. So a lot of people watch GTA RP now. This is what started it all. Arma 3 Life roleplay. I was a admin on a server called SEAL Team Sloth, and I wanted to catch cheaters. So people told me about Twitch, where you could record. It automatically records it for you for 30 days. And this was a way for me to teach people how to be better role players as a mod on the server, and to catch hackers and be like, hey, they're banned. Ban them because look what I saw. That's what started me off in content creation in the first place, as far as Twitch. As far as YouTube, I've always been such like a normie, like just loved PewDiePie. Like just loved PewDiePie. And then when I met Rob and the gang, I just got so into like the pack and like Preston, and I've always followed like what he's been up to, and Lachlan, obviously part of Power now, man, like so cool, just like very into like what he was doing, and Vic, just so impressed by Vic Star and like the Sidemen and all those guys, Jerome, like they all did such Bayesian Canadian, watching them and kind of them being like my older brothers in a sense, and like especially Rob, you know, and just then getting inspired by like what Neat Mike was doing at the time, and like what, you know, very close friends of mine were doing. And then like to this day, just like being inspired. I'm still constantly in awe with like a Sunless Con video. You know, I'm still in awe of like, you know, like with Musty's skill and like how he is very good at the game, and just creates the content around that. I wish I had that skill, because I would be nonstop. If I was skilled enough to play with the pros on the daily, oh my God, content would be off the roof. But I just can't. I'm 33, pretty much dying. Lil Lexi, on a scale of 1 to 10, why am I your favorite friend on Twitch? 10, homie, you know. Come on, 10. Demelli says, how do you deal with your bad days? You know what's funny about that is like people think because I'm always so happy and upbeat that I don't have bad days. I do. I'm a very normal human, in a sense of like, I have my ups and downs. How do I personally deal with bad days? Music, just distractions, work usually helps. Not filming video. I will not film a video if I'm like in a mood or like just not vibing. It usually turns to distractions or going outside and touching grass. So like either distracting myself with other streamers and like watching YouTube videos that inspire me, and like just being inspired by like amazing videos, like nature videos and world videos and lava. Love lava. Lava videos just inspire the shit out of me. But realistically also, when you have kids, you can kind of, and I'm not saying have kids so you don't feel sad anymore or upset. Lately, if I've ever been feeling crappy, I either go outside and just kind of walk around my neighborhood and just breathe, like just breathing and like realizing, sorry, I was gonna get deep for a second, but like just taking in breaths and realizing that I am fortunate enough to breathe right now. And I know it sounds so cheesy, but like just being like, yo, I can breathe air right now. Like I'm so grateful for just that, just being able to breathe. And then I look at my house and I'm like, dude, look at, why am I upset? Look at me, right? And I feel like, no, not everyone owns their own house, or not everyone has a backyard they can go into. So I think you find what's on your level and like what you have. You look at like what you have. And like if you just got broken up with, or you're super depressed and life is just the shittiest, it's hard. It's hard to see those things. But then when you kind of break things down on like, wow, I have a roof over my head. Like that's so dope. And I know that's like so kind of lame. Like, okay, John, so you just go like caveman status. But yeah, I kind of do. That is what I personally do. When I'm mad or upset or depressed or sad, I go there. It's a long journey. It might be the whole day. But I get there. I get there to like, look at this life. Look at what I'm doing right now. Like I'm creating videos for homies and for people who just like are enjoying watching me for me. Like, dude, this, I'm so blessed, man. I'm so lucky. So find that place. Find that like very simple place of like, do you have a pond you can go to? Do you have a park Do you have a place, your car? Can you just go in your car, get away from it all? Can you go to a room in your house that just makes you feel good, an outdoor area that makes you feel good, and kind of just check out for a little bit and write, do poetry, sing, music, any distraction. Yo, C230 says, what actor would you like to play in a movie about your life? Oh God, about my life? Bro, make it Ryan Reynolds, please, okay? Ryan Reynolds, do it. Like, he's so handsome. Like, please. Ryan, can you please play about me and my life? Obviously, he'd have to be like the older version of me, where I'm not at yet. My future. Sorry, listen, I'm gonna take it. I've gotten like a couple comments, like, kind of look like Ryan Reynolds. Boom, I'll take it. I'll run with it. As far as kid version, or like kind of like me 5 years ago, I don't know. I really don't. I would actually love your help. You guys think of an actor who could play me, who would be like kind of crazy and like upbeat and like whatever. Please, same in the comments. Tooties says, is a hot dog a sandwich? No, it's not. A sandwich is a sandwich. Turkey sandwich, ham and cheese sandwich. Hot dog is a hot dog in a hot dog bun. Now, if the hot dog bun is not connected, doesn't have the connection, that breaks off, it becomes a sandwich, a hot dog sandwich. Jusu Jam says, how did you meet your wife? What was the first date like? I will tell you this. I met my wife at Chili's. She was a bartender. I was just a measly new server coming in. She is older than me. She is 8 years older than me. So obviously when I asked her on a date, which was kind of, okay, I'll be straight up with you guys. So my wife, when I asked her out, thought 95% that I was gay. Here's why though. Here's why. Because when I invited her out to a movie, I told her that I was trying to keep it like chill. I was trying to keep it like, yo, let's just go out. Like, let's just do, my buddy owns a movie theater. He works at a movie theater as a manager. He can get us free tickets. So I got free tickets. And then when I showed up to the date, we were going to see Twilight because it was her favorite movie. So I was like, dude, let's go to Twilight. I'll take you to your favorite movie. That's so sweet of me. From my side, from her side, she's like, okay, I'm going to see Twilight at 7:15 p.m. on a Wednesday night. I didn't ask her out on like a weekend. And then like we get to the movies and I show up, like I always grew up like wearing skinny jeans. Like I just wore tight jeans. I thought that was cool. I felt cool in like skater tight jeans, like big old Osiris's on my feet, like and like a skater shirt. But like I grew out of that, but I kept the tight jeans. Like whatever. I was confident in myself. I was a super confident guy growing up. I didn't care. We got into the movie and the previews are rolling and before the movie. So she's like, right now she's like 70%. He's probably gay, 80%. A beautiful, trailer comes on with James Franco in it. And at the time I was just like, I like look over to her. I'm like, James Franco's so handsome. I think I said hot. I was like, James Franco's hot, right? You agree, right? Like I'm so comfortable. I don't care. I can call another man hot or good looking. I don't care. And she was just like, yeah, he's good looking. There she was like 95%. He's gay. And then during the movie, I like grabbed her hand and started making out with her. And then she was like, he's not gay. Or maybe in her mind, she was like, he might be bi. So yeah, man, that's how we met. And then we, ever since we got together, became boyfriend, girlfriend, and the whole story goes from there. We've been together over 10 years now. Lanosphere, what is your favorite part about content creation? I absolutely love seeing something from the beginning to end and executing on it and making something. I love that. And at the end, knowing that this thing will be up forever. It will be around forever and you will forever be able to comment on it. And I will forever be able to read those comments and see things back. So it's like a full circle thing. Full circle, just like, like just watching. Just seeing your baby be born and then like what you're doing with it. Your baby is the video and just the idea you have behind the video, and then seeing how well it does or how terrible it does. It's just such a fun journey, and it's so addicting and great. And there we have it. This has been a very detailed and long Q&A, but I hope I answered your questions in a way. Any other questions that I missed from this, from the tweets, please throw them in the comments, and I'll continue on the conversation for sure. I love you all. I really do. And I hope you kind of understand where I'm coming from on a lot more of these videos, or, you know, kind of the change in the channel and stuff. But hey, this is so dope, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.